There's a war going on, the books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. And this is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Saturday, February 28th. It's fight day. It's fight night, and we'll be live tonight here with UFC Mexico City, Moreno versus Kavanaugh at the Arena de MX here on our coverage here tonight, Sports Money Network, companion stream coverage today at, join us at probably 4:45 Eastern, 1:45 Pacific time tonight here with our fight card. We'll get underway approximately 5:10 p.m., I believe, with our first bout. So we'll warm up a little bit and be here for our big fight card tonight from Mexico City, including the main event, flyweights. My man from Tijuana, Brandon Moreno, the former champ, up against Londoner, an up-and-comer, loner, Kavanaugh, the 24 Dana White Contender Series winner. Fills in here for Almabayev, actually. So it is a replacement fighter, actually about 3.5 weeks notice here. But Kavanaugh was set up for a kind of a tune-up bout as well, top 15 contender. So he gets his chance here against Moreno, maybe the home team here in the elevation of Mexico City. Now, Moreno's from Tijuana. That's at sea level. But still, we'll see how the Mexican fighters do here. There'll be another great co-main with Mexican David Martinez, 10th-ranked contender, up against 9th-ranked Chito Vera in the co-main bantamweights today. So check us out here. We're going to have a great time today. And you can get my picks on today's fights when you go to winnable.com/Ramon. I've got my picks for the fights here. And now you can just join me on the show, and hopefully the guys will call on me to give a pick out for most of the fights here tonight. And if not, you can pick them up at winnable.com/Ramon. Subscribe to my picks. I've already got a ton of picks out there right now for action today. I mean, we're well underway here with our soccer coverage going on right now. And in fact, got some scores here. I'm seeing a game wind up here, Bournemouth and Sunderland here. This one's about to wrap up right now, 1-1. We're in added time here right now, and 1-1 tie in this one between Bournemouth and Sunderland here. So some other matches also underway. Also, it's MLS Soccer Saturday tonight, but also Lecce and Como, 1-1 in Italy right now. Bilbao and Athletic Bilbao and Rayo Vallecano, also 1-1 here. They're just about set to go. A 4-pack of games here in Germany, ready to go here in just a couple of moments. Also action today in League One. As well, all over the world, actually. Big day of soccer action here. And also, we've got our own coverage here of NBA, NHL, and I'll look at some college games. We're going to lead right up here to 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time. It's Connor Mack joining Mikey Money with our college basketball preview show here in no time. I'll be leading right into that coverage here on the Sports Money Network, because those guys will keep you posted. I've got a ton of steam coming in right now. I think that's what we want to do. to get the show started. We'll also cover a little bit of yesterday's action, but we really got to get going here. But there are plenty of steam moves. Let me just rattle off a few minutes of plays here that have been coming in. Been a little busy here, obviously, with what's going on in the world. I know we could be doing a lot of different things here right now with what's going on with our definitely some world happenings here. Hopefully today will it's going to be a lot of I know it's a little bit intimidating here right now, but we're going to be seeing this for several days right now, I'm afraid, here at this point, as the U.S. has already announced this will be a kind of a timed, if you will, over time here. They're going to be taking care of business, hopefully, here. And we do have prayers up there, I see, from everybody in the chat. We'll say hello to everyone in just a moment. Okay, anyway, go over to winnable.com/Ramon. Use promo code STEAM to save 20%. Had a pretty good day yesterday with my picks here on the Sports Money Network and with my Sports Money premiums there yesterday. We had some nice winners for sure there yesterday. College basketball was pretty solid there. Soccer, I really didn't have it cooked very well there, but we did have Medvedev over FAA there yesterday. College basketball, we had Sam Houston and FIU game to go over, also winner with Montana and Sac State under. Cal Baptist and Arlington game also there yesterday. Or that was, I think I went too far there. With the results. Let me get into the steam. Why don't we do that? I think I'm reading Thursday's games. Okay. Here we go. Tarleton and Cal Baptist was our latest steam here. This is just a couple of seconds ago, actually. Steam to the under here for sure. Big, these teams are kind of going under right now. It was 139.5. We're down to 138 here with Tarleton State and Cal Baptist. Steam to the under here. It's going to be a lot of our coverage will just be the steam here today, and then the guys will get you those previews. I'll preview some games here in college ball. Howard and Morgan State. We're seeing some steam to the over here in this one with Howard going up against Morgan State. This one was 155. Steam came in on the over here. Howard, I don't know about this steam, but steam to the over here up to 156.5. It looks like with Howard and Morgan State. Steam to the over there. Howard, man, they go under a lot in that situation. Okay, let's see what else we've got here as we move on. Furman and Western Carolina. Steam to the under in this one, with Furman and Furman and Western Carolina. Steam to the under here. It was 149. We're down to 148 here, maybe 147.5. Steam to the under. Furman and Western Carolina. Also, just moments ago here, Providence and Creighton. Steam to the over in this one with Providence and Creighton. Why not? I mean, this thing looks like it's bound for an over for sure here. Steam to the over in that one with Providence and Creighton. It was 166.5. We're up to 168 here, it looks like, with Providence and Creighton. South Carolina State took the steam here just a few moments ago as I was ready to come in for the show. And we saw South Carolina State take some steam here against Maryland Eastern Shore. South Carolina State was a 6.5-point dog. It looks like it's down to 5.5 here, maybe even 5 right now. Steam to South Carolina State. Final. Also, Towson took the steam here a short time ago as we were getting ready to come on the air. Towson here was a 4-point favorite over the Campbell Camels, and now they're up to a 5.5-point favorite here right now with Towson taking the steam. UTEP and Western Kentucky. Steam to the over here with UTEP and Western Kentucky. UTEP in this role, man, they kind of go under. I don't know. The sharps are coming in on the over here. It was 143 up to 144.5 here. It looks like with UTEP and Western Kentucky steam to the over.
Final.
Also, Oral Roberts took the steam in their matchup today with UMKC. Yeah, why not? Oral should come on. They're only what? They were 3.5. They're up to 4.5 or 5. You got to think Oral Roberts could get it done there. I got to like Oral Roberts. Give me Oral Roberts in this one. I'm going to tail this steam right now in the game against Missouri, Kansas City. I like Oral Roberts in that one. I'll give a pick out right now. Oral Roberts over UMKC today. Lay it on the road. It might even be 5 here right now. Yeah, 4.5 or 5. I like Oral in that one. All right. South Carolina and Georgia steam here in this one to the under with South Carolina and Georgia. This one was 159 here, and steam came into the under. Oh, man, these guys always go under when they face off here. Between South Carolina and Georgia. Give me the under in this one. I'm going under here. I'm chasing this steam here too. Here with South Carolina and Georgia. These guys always go under. What is the number? Let me see here. What is the stat on that? I don't have that game in the preview, but I know these guys are constant. Or when they play each other, it's always under, isn't it? With South Carolina and Georgia, I know that they've been going over just a little bit here this year, but 9 straight games in that series have produced 150. The total has been under this number in 9 straight between these two. Give me the under with South Carolina and Georgia. All right, let's see here. More steam coming in here. Bakersfield took the steam in their matchup here. Cal State, Bakersfield tonight here against Long Beach. Cal State Bakersfield was getting 4.5. It's down to 3.5 here, maybe even 3. Bakersfield took the steam against the 49ers of Long Beach. Also, Nevada took the steam in their matchup against UNLV today. Steam came in on Nevada. That was UNLV was a 1-point favorite. Now Nevada's the favorite here. Don't see too many switcheroos there in college basketball, but this one it looks like it has. Nevada looks like they've moved to a favorite here in their matchup with UNLV today. The big rivalry matchup there. All right, thank you for joining me. And just a few more here at Northridge. Did I get that one? Northridge took the steam in their matchup with Riverside. Northridge was a 4.5-point favorite. They're up to 5.5 here right now, and maybe 6. Northridge took the steam against Riverside in their Big West matchup. Tarleton took the steam here against Cal Baptist. Steam already came in on the under in that game. I like that under, actually. Tarleton was getting 7.5. It's down to 6.5, maybe 6. But I like the under in that game. Give me the under with Tarleton State and Cal Baptist. I'm going with another play here. I kind of like doing it this way. Shows I'm a true steam chaser. But I'm going to go under there with Tarleton State and Cal Baptist right now in that one. That total is down here too. 138. Oh, yeah, it's going to go under. It's going to be under in that game. I'm going under Tarleton and Cal Baptist. We know how things are going there in the Western Athletic Conference right now in that wild battle. All right, let me see here. We might be ready to go to the show. Portland took some steam, more Western action, more West Coast action here with the Portland Pilots taking the steam here in their matchup. Portland was a 3.5-point favorite, but they took the action here earlier, just as I was getting ready to come on. These are a little bit stale now, but these are the moves this morning. Portland was -3.5. They're up to -4.5 or so here against the University of San Diego. Portland took the steam here this morning. All right.
Critical notice.
Let's see here. Might be ready to go. Also, North Dakota took the steam in their matchup today with North Dakota State. North Dakota was getting 12.5. It's down to 11 here right now with North Dakota. Took the steam against North Dakota State. North Dakota was the team that took the steam. Also, Santa Clara took the steam in their matchup with Oregon State. Santa Clara was a 16-point favorite. They're up to 17.5 here right now. Santa Clara taking that steam up against Oregon State. Also, UMass took the steam here in their matchup this morning. UMass was a 6.5-point underdog, but they took the steam here just a short time ago in their matchup today with Bowling Green. Full disclosure, I have sent out Bowling Green as one of my picks here. I sent out a 9-pack of games for the first, I think, 3 hours of coverage here. Probably going to have 1 or 2 more updates today, but UMass did take the steam. I'm on Bowling Green. I've already sent it out to subscribers here. A little bit of a discount here, looks like, on Bowling Green actually now, as this one's down to 5.5, maybe 5. UMass actually took the steam moving against me there in that one. Also, Iowa took the steam in their matchup with Penn State. You got to think Iowa here is going to take care of business against Penn State. I like Iowa to kind of roll here against Penn State today. The steam came in on Iowa. It's up to 10.5 here, I believe. Oh, boy. I like Iowa, but, it's getting dicey. Iowa's up to 10.5. Go ahead and give them to me here. I'm going to take Iowa minus 10.5 here on the morning steam show. I like Iowa here. I like this to be kind of maybe a high-scoring game. I think Iowa might end up pulling away from Penn State actually today. It's not in our preview, so I'll take Iowa here. All right, a little bit of also news from the tennis front today. Medvedev had to, Greek Spore, who looked so good there. But today, Medvedev has to, Greek Spore did withdraw before the match today. It was scheduled here. Medvedev and Greek Spore. We did see this one just a short time ago. Greek Spore not going to be able to make it here on this matchup today. Some good finals, some good semifinals today. Lindenwood took the steam in their matchup today. Lindenwood here is was a 10-point favorite. They're up to 12 right now. Lindenwood took some steam against the Leathernecks of Western Illinois. Lindenwood took that steam. Middle Tennessee took the steam also here just a short time ago. Middle Tennessee was a 5-point favorite. Right now they're up to 6.5 or so as Middle Tennessee took the steam against New Mexico State today in that matchup. I'll tell you what, I like the under in that game. Give me the under with New Mexico State and Middle Tennessee. I'm going to make another pick here on the under in this one between. I'm going to hit on some big games. I just know the guys are going to cover some big games too. They go all over the map. So give me the under with New Mexico State and Middle Tennessee at 146.5. Now, here's some fresh steam right here, right now. The line is moving. I'm just not rattling off these games. Well, I am, but Wyoming is moving here right now as we speak. This is fresh steam. It was 21. Wyoming's up to 22.5 right now here against Air Force today. Wyoming just took that steam against Air Force. I'm sure it'll be probably a blowout there. All right. Man, I'm ready to go if you are, I think, right now. We got to get to – I'm only previewing 4 NBA games today. One of them has some teams, and we'll kick out 2 hockey games as well. We'll preview all of them except for 2 of them today. Wright State and Western Kentucky, steam to the over. Came in earlier here. Wright State, Western Kentucky. It was 152.5, and we're up to 153.5 right now with Wright State and Northern Kentucky. Steam to the over. A few more here. We're ready to go. Valparaiso and Evansville. Steam to the under in this one. It was 138.5. We're down to 137 here with Valpo and Evansville today. Steam to the under there, man. I'm going to take Valpo in that game, by the way. Give me Valpo over Evansville. I think Valpo can cover here on the road let me see here, at -5 right now. Yep, -5. I like Valpo today. The steam came in on the under, but I'm taking Valpo to win and cover on the road there. Man, we might be on a new format here. Seton Hall and UConn. Not previewing this one today, but a pretty interesting game here with Seton Hall. Anytime you got Hurley going up against Seton Hall, obviously. Man, I want to take Seton Hall. I don't know if I'm gonna. Here's steam to the over here in that one. It was 130. We're up to 131.5, maybe even 132. Steam to the over. Seton Hall and Connecticut. Does anybody want to take Seton Hall today plus those points against Connecticut? I kind of want to, and if someone says so in the chat, I might do it. All right, here Bonaventure took some steam in their matchup with George Mason. Hey, full disclaimer, I have a pick on the total in that game. Go over to winnable.com for my premium pick subscriptions. I have a pick in the game between Bonaventure and George Mason. It's on the total. George, just now, though, Bonaventure just got steamed from 5.5 down to 4.5 here, maybe even 4. Bonaventure took the steam. Xavier took the steam as well this morning. Just a couple more. Xavier took the steam against Georgetown today. Xavier was a 4.5 point favorite. They're to 5.5 here, maybe even 6. Xavier took the steam against Georgetown. All right. I think we're all caught up on that. I think I lost track of some of it. I was watching that coverage from Iran all night here, the coverage of the military operations. Okay, also here, Hawaii and Fullerton. One more. I'm going to come say hello to everybody. Get ready. Hawaii and Fullerton. Oh, steam to the under here for sure with Hawaii and Fullerton. Oh, I got to like this one. It's down to 157 here. Man, I'm going to go a parlay in this one, you guys. I've got Fullerton here plus the points, and I'm going to chase this steam right now on the under. I like Fullerton in the under here in this one. Let me get the line here on this. I'm going to parlay this one up with Hawaii, or let's see, Fullerton's getting, they're getting 3.5. I love it. Give me Fullerton plus 3.5 and under 157 there with Hawaii and Fullerton just right now. Here's steam coming in right this second here between an early game now. Florida State and Georgia Tech. Steam to the under here in this one. I like this. Let's take it. Steam to the under. I'm going with it here. I'm taking it. Florida State, Georgia Tech. It was 161. It is down to 159, but I like this game under, and I'm going to take it right now. Steam to the under, and I'm taking Florida State, Georgia Tech under here. A noontime game here to start, 9 a.m. Pacific right now with Florida State, Georgia Tech. Give me the under there in that one. Also here, Northern Illinois and Eastern Washington took some steam to the over here in this one at 147.5. It's up to 148.5. Here's some steam right now on Bobby Morris coming in right this second. Robert Morris here. You got to like him today. I'm taking him here. Give me Robert Morris in this one. They're just getting steamed. Let's do it. I'm going to jump on board. This is a big number. It was 13 here, but it looks like we're actually up to, oh, man, it's going to go up to 14 here. I like Robert Morris to blow up Cleveland State today. Give me Robert Morris. Let's chase that steam right now in that one. That was at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Also, Pine Bluff took some steam here today in their matchup with It's a later game, I think, here. Pine Bluff took the steam against Mississippi Valley State. Yeah, good old MVSU. Even Pine Bluff's favored here against these guys, right? Up to was 13. It's now up to 14 and a half here. Pine Bluff against Mississippi Valley today. Steam just came in. Okay, here's some Ivy League steam, which is interesting because the Ivies just played yesterday. But some steam's coming in here right this second. Yale and Columbia under here. It was 151. We're down to 149. Steam to the under. Yale and Columbia. That's fresh steam. Right now, the line is moving here to the under with Yale and Columbia. And let's go say hello to everyone here right now. Welcome to the Morning Steam Show. I'm going to preview a bunch of games here right now. Hopefully give you a bunch of winners. Also, one steam move in the NBA. We're not previewing this game today, but I like this steam. Pelicans and Utah Jazz. This thing's up to 245. I do expect this one to be off the charts here today. Give me the well, let's hold off on that. Just right now, it is going to be a high-scoring game. It's 245. I might have to look at it again. 245 and a half, but I do think it might go over there. Okay, San Diego and Portland. One more here, I think, just came in right now. This is fresh steam here. San Diego and Portland. Steam to the under here. You know, these two teams I follow at USD, obviously. They've been going under a little bit. Portland's been going under, but usually when these two teams meet, it's an over. So I don't know right now. It's down to 148 here, steam to the under. Hello, everybody. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat and see what you guys are talking about. I want to say hello to my man Gerald Jones out there joining up. There's Bobby Mack. He's already the game ended here by the time I got done talking. James Parm. Blake is here. Andrew K. Mike Humphrey as well. Nicholas Handy here. Blake, we're thinking we want these guys to come through. Look, don't even panic. I mean, we're going to we've been waiting. I mean, I'm 55 years old. These guys have been out of line here forever. We're going to set them straight here right now. Kind of some awkward words, though. Take over your country, said the president this morning. We're going to come in and clean these guys out, and you can go to the streets and take it over. I don't know how they're going to do that. Nine Legacies here. Nuke Workers here. AJ is here as well. Nuke says we're ready. Hey, I've already gone about 10 picks. I feel good about that. All right. And let's see here. Hey, Jimmy Lambo, he likes King Green today to beat Zellhuber tonight. Nuke says, hey, everyone, like this video. Subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube, fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. And the great is here. Greg Gibson, everybody. Celebrating a round trip there. Wine Time's here. Oh, man, they have a great show, those guys, with their Saturday basketball coverage as well. Var is here. Good morning. Blake taking that under in Georgia. James Parm says, hey, we're going to preview that one here, hopefully, if I can ever get started. Hey, Tay's dad is here. My man, I can't think of the other name he used to use, but I loved seeing him in here. He likes Seton Hall. I like Seton Hall. And look, Tay's dad shows up. I like Seton Hall. I want to go with him against Connecticut today. You know what? Connecticut could blow them out. I like Seton Hall. They're getting 13. What are they getting here? 13. I'm going to punch this one in before we get off the air here right now. 13 and a half, maybe even 14. Man, I like Seton Hall today to hang in there for once. They've been a great cover. There's no doubt about it. Seton Hall's done a nice job. I know they're up against Connecticut here, but give me Seton Hall in that one. It's not in my preview. All right, Jimmy said, just rattle off the plays. It sounds good. And Public Enemy is here as well. Well, and then we get to this point, I'm like, oh. All right. Real quick here, we had a great day here on the show. NHL yesterday, everyone. Let me just tell you, Washington Capitals on the show yesterday, winner. Buffalo Sabres on the show here yesterday, winner. Minnesota Wild and the Mammoth, game total over here yesterday, winner. Anaheim Ducks, winner. 4-0. NHL yesterday here on the Morning Steam. All right, speaking of steam, one more here, Austin P. and Bellarmine here, steam to the under here. I'm going with this one for sure. Bellarmine always goes under here in this role. The steam's coming in on the under. Jimmy Lambo likes the format. It was 156. It's down to about, oh my God, is it 153? Still like the under here with Austin P. and Bellarmine. This one's at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific. This one is down to 153.5 here, 153 with Austin P. and Bellarmine. But I'm going to go under here in this one. There's another one right behind it. I'm going to go with the under here with Austin P. and Bellarmine today. I mean, this is always an under here for Bellarmine. Let me see if I got that stat here. I don't know if I do, but okay, here it is. Bellarmine. Yeah, I don't quite have it, but man, they go under a lot of these conference games here. I'm going under here. Austin P. and Bellarmine, 153.5. Just seconds ago, Bethune-Cookman and Southern. Bethune-Cookman's had a pretty great year. Steam here to the over. Why wouldn't this game go over as well? This is some steam worth chasing right now with Bethune-Cookman and Southern. It was 151. They're up to 152.5. But I like this one. Take the over with Bethune-Cookman and Southern. I'll chase the steam here in that one. Give me the over 152.5 here. Let me make sure of the line. This is going up. But these two teams are pretty solid overs here, Bethune-Cookman and Southern. I think against one another here, we will see an over. It's at 152.5 right now. I'll take the over in that one. All right, we got to kick off the show right now and go to the NBA. There'll be plenty more steam coming in, but let's preview some games. And, let me tell you about the NBA real quick. We had some winners here on the show yesterday with a light card, but we did bring home some morning steam winners yesterday, including the Boston Celtics over the Brooklyn Nets. We did say yesterday that I said, well, aren't they going to score a bunch of points here, Boston? I mean, it's easy to pick Boston, but we did here on the show and had that winner there yesterday in the game there against the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I would say that other than that, the picks were not great here for me in the NBA yesterday, although we did get the money also with the Denver Nuggets against Oklahoma City. Denver covered, even though we saw Lou Dort. I guess Lou Dort has never been to a game in Serbia before. He thought it'd be a good idea to, pull a fast one there on Jokic. You know what? He would have, if everybody's ever but if you've ever watched a game in Serbia, if not, there's a great video. Joakim Noah went over there for the big rivalry game with Red Star and their rival, and those gyms got nothing on. The U.S. gym is American Arena, just a joke compared to that. Okay, let's go here. Trailblazers and Hornets. I went 2-3 on the morning steam yesterday in the NBA, but we did. Let's see here. Let's go to it. We got 4 games to preview here in the NBA. Trailblazers and Hornets, 2 teams hungry for the postseason here. Neither team is in yet, but they'd like to be in. Why not? I mean, you got Trailblazers here coming in. They're trying to chase down these teams right now. They're in 9th place, just out of the playoff picture, but they got to make up 3 games pretty much here on the Warriors, and they're also battling with the Clippers as well to try to make the playoffs. Meanwhile, for Hornets here. We know how hot they've been, but they're not in the playoffs. They're still alive, though. They're 3 games back as well. So these games are important. This game is important for these two teams here, no doubt about it, with Portland and Charlotte here today. Does feel like, look, we're still dealing here. We've got basically, 22, 23 games left, I think, for a lot of these teams. But, when you got one, maybe you can win here. Especially if you're Charlotte. I think Portland's been great. Don't get me wrong. They're covering spreads. They're winning some games when they're supposed to. Yeah, they've been on the short end of a few. Charlotte has not been on the short end of many, actually. Both teams come in here 29 and 31 overall right now. And this total, though, has moved here. Let me take a look at this one. It's still 7.5, right? But it's moved up here to 228.5. I'm going over here in this one with Portland and Charlotte. I guess I could tell you why. Athletic Bilbao and Vallecano just finished up 1-1 here just moments ago. See if I can get the German League quad box going here. Is my German quad box available? All right. I'm just going to put on the Gladbach game here, I think. There's multi-view. All right. There it is. There's my German quad box. All right. Anybody else German quad boxing with me right now on ESPN Plus? All right. Let's keep going here, though, with this one. I'm taking the over in this one. Look, the Hornets have won 3 straight. Portland's doing well, covering some spreads. They're competitive. We know. Unlike some of these tanker teams, right? Portland's done a nice job. I'd give them a passing grade, actually, this season, right? I think they've done pretty well. They're 20 and 15 against the spread as an underdog, but Charlotte's been on fire here, actually, right now. Charlotte's been covering games here left and right, not only winning, but covering here. Talking about the Charlotte Hornets here. Granted, a lot of the roles of maybe some of the underdog roles, but Portland's actually covered 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two. But again, non-conference game here. Charlotte's won 13 of 16 coming in. They've covered 6 straight. Portland's gone 4-1 against spread in their last 5, winning 6 of their last 9. Portland's gone over in 9 of their last 11 games. Now, Charlotte is kind of an under team. They've gone under in 19 of 28 home games here. But right now, Portland is starting to go over. 5 of the last 6 have gone under, but I'm going over 228. I don't know if I have the trends to support it here. 228.5. I'm going over with Portland and Charlotte. Some steam coming in here right now real quick, and then we'll get to your plays on this one. NJ, IT, and Bryant. Steam to the over here in this one with NJ, IT, and Bryant. It was 139.5. We're up to 140.5, 141. Steam to the over with NJ, IT, and Bryant. All right, here comes some plays from you guys on this one. It's going to be Gibson ratings here, Charlotte here by 117 to 110. VAR is on the Blazers. Bobby Mack's on the Blazers. Greg says Portland and the under today. Greg Gibson, Hornets and Portland over. Blake's on the over as well with me. And let's see here. Cameron Sinet says, but goodbye, Supreme Leader. Is he alive? We know one of the generals, one of the guys were crushed there pretty much. Warning, disturbing video, I'll say. Okay. And, we're here in the horn, I know there's some other, cities, Iran sending them out there like a bunch of, their missiles are all over the place. Jacksonville's taking the steam here against North Florida. I don't know about that. Jacksonville here against North Florida. North Florida's been pretty solid, man. You think? I don't know about that. Jacksonville was getting 1.5. I think they're a favorite now here against North Florida. Jacksonville just took the steam. All right. And Greg says, take Portland in that one. And what's going on, Andrew? Is the crypto reacting here to the news today? I haven't checked it out, but I will right now. See how much more money we've lost. Well, maybe I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's going down again. Man, oh no, it's up a little bit, but how much have I lost in the last year in crypto? No big deal. Just down 40%. Just down 1948. No big deal. Hey, you know what? I got money to burn. You guys are paying me 41 cents a day here. Please send me 41 cents a day to get my picks. All right. That's it for that game. I'm going to take the over here. It's about 228.5. I didn't update it there. All right, next up, Rockets and Heat. Rockets here favored on the road. Are they favored? 2.5. And the total here, 225.5. This one just a little bit of a time change. They pushed it up 30 minutes. It'll be at 3:40 Eastern, 12:40 Pacific time here with the Heat here getting the points. I think it was 3.5, but it's down to 2.5 right now. So maybe it's a little bit of a move on the Heat here. You know, the Rockets continue to play well. They're battling here for the number 3 spot. They're not going to catch those top 2 teams, but you at least want to get third place here in the West, and they're basically ahead of the Nuggets here by percentage points, and then the Timberwolves are in 5th, but you'd like to get 3rd or 5th here. For the Heat, meanwhile, they're hanging on. They're in the 8th spot, so they got to keep winning. You got to win the game. Home games would be nice. This is a game where they're not exactly favored, but kind of a close toss-up style game. The Heat are 2.5 games ahead of the Atlanta Hawks for that 8th slot. So real quick, some steam in the background. You heard it. Mercyhurst and Stonehill steam to the over there in that one with Mercyhurst and Stonehill. I don't know about that. I mean, those guys kind of go under, don't they? Steam to the over here was 136 to 137, 137.5, but I don't know about that there in that one. All right. So let's see what you guys want to do here, though, with the Rockets taking on the Heat here today. I'll recite some of the trends here anyway with these guys. Houston comes in here pretty hot right now. They've been winning out of the break here a little bit. They've won 3 in a row. Wins over Utah, Sacramento, and Orlando. Not exactly a killer schedule, but Houston getting back on track here. You know, they're still 22-30 against the spread as a favorite. Miami's 17-11 against the spread as an underdog. Houston's just 1-8-1 against the spread in the last 10 games against Miami. It is non-conference play, but Miami's covered 6 of the last 7 meetings at home against Houston here. Houston's gone under in 14 of its last 20, but Miami's gone over in 4 of their last 5 and 5 of their last 7 games at home here. So I don't know. I mean, Houston's done a good job. Looks like for me in Miami, I'm kind of maybe zigging when I'm supposed to zag. We've made money with Miami. I mean, remember, we've been on that team from the get-go, but they've lost a couple of games here to Milwaukee and Philadelphia. They're still a strong cover overall. Miami's also 17-12 to the over as an underdog, but Houston's 23-29 to the under as a favorite. I'm going to take Miami here in this one. Give me the Heat over the Rockets here. I might even take the money line, but I'm getting 2.5. I was getting 3.5, but I'm going to take the Heat here in this one. Let's see if you guys got any pick here with this one. I was looking maybe for the total, but all right. Let's see here. Jordy went with the Hornets on the money line, and Robert's on the Heat. He's on the over. Okay, let me write down Robbie Mack on the over here. Okay. Gibson ratings here says Miami in the under, though. Heat money line for Blake. James Parm says Miami. Hello to Jimmy Nose in the chat. Greg says, don't forget, Houston just beat the Magic there by 4 3 days ago. Miami plays better than the Magic to him, so Miami will win. I will say this: yes, I kind of somewhat agree. Although in the standings, Orlando is one game ahead of the Heat, but I know exactly what you're saying there for sure, Greg. Over here for Jordy. So maybe the over is the play here from the chat. Hey, there's some steam coming in right now on those Buffalo Bulls. Buffalo took the steam here against Central Michigan. Steam also came in on the under in that game. Let me see what the line is right now, side and total, because steam coming in right now on the Buffalo Bulls. Here they're up to 6.5 right now against Central Michigan, and that total earlier got steamed. Here right now it's 152 between Central Michigan and Buffalo. I got to go under in that one. Give me the under with Central Michigan and Buffalo today. I'm going to chase the steam. I say chase the steam. It's actually gone up from maybe 150.5 up to 152. It might be 151.5, but while I'm touching on the games like this, I've got the under here with Central Michigan and Buffalo today. Give me the under in that one. All right. And Cam says, wouldn't it be cute? Wouldn't it be great if Cuba, remember how good, I don't say good, but Cuba, remember Teofilo Stevenson, the great Cuban boxer? We never saw him as a professional boxer. He always won the amateur bouts because Cuba didn't allow their athletes to be professional. He had to represent the island. Is Teofilo Stevenson still alive, you guys? Look it up. Google me and tell me what's going on with Teofilo Stevenson. That guy, he won. How many gold medals did he win? Did he win 2 gold medals there? How many gold medals did he win? All right, let's keep it moving here in the NBA. Raptors, and I'm watching the highlights of Miami. You saw that coach. But real quick, we'll get to the college, but Miami, great win yesterday to go to 29-0 with the last second shot there in the lane. But the coach knocking over that guy's speaker. I think he apologized to him, right? He did, right? Knocking over the guy's speaker. Hey, man, what are you doing, coach? I mean, that guy's probably just an independent contractor there, and he got his speaker damaged. Coach, I'd say I need a new speaker. Raptors and Wizards here. Like I said, we're only previewing 4 NBA. And we'll get to the hockey, and then that's why I've been doing the picks on the basketball, because the guys are coming up top of the hour with our preview here, college basketball preview today with Connor Mack and Mike. Okay, Raptors and Wizards here in this one, and you have the Raptors here, big favorite. Look, this is Tankathon to me, and I'm all about it this year. I'm not in denial anymore. I used to be the guy that would sit there and say, I'm taking the points, not to sound like Mike when, I feel like every time Mike says, oh, these guys, and that was me. He's like, oh, these guys that took the points. I'm like, God damn it, Mike, I was on them. But not anymore, not with the tank teams right now. I got the Raptors probably to crush this game. Let's see what you got, though, here in this one. I'm fading the tankers until further notice. Toronto's covered 7 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams. They've won 12 of 16 overall against Washington. Toronto's 6-2 against the spread, their last 8 overall. Washington just 2-6 straight up in ATS in their last 8. Toronto's gone under in 5 of their last 6 overall, but Washington's gone over in 8 of their last 12, and also Washington's gone over in 5 of their last 7 at home. Real quick, I got some college steam coming in the background here with Arizona State. Arizona State's taking the steam right now in their matchup here with Utah. Oh, man, I think Arizona State's going to beat the doors off of Utah today. I think they're going to take them by double digits here. I like Arizona State. I'm going to take them here after the show. They are up to, it was 6.5. It's at least 7.5 here right now, but I'm going to chase that steam here probably up to 8. I like Arizona State by double digits against Utah today. All right, but I'm talking Raptors and Wizards here right now, and let's see how you have this one. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can't get on the total here, but I think you know what I'm up to I think with this matchup here, like I said, I'm all about it. Although Toronto, they have lost a couple in a row here. Important too, because Toronto, yeah, I think they're in. They're in the playoffs here. They're in fifth place right now. I don't think they're going to fall back behind three other teams here. They have to really kind of collapse here a little bit. But they did lose to OKC and San Antonio. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously. They've still covered three of their last four. They're 17-11 against the spread on the road. Washington, meanwhile, just 3-7 against the spread their last 10, 22-32 ATS as an underdog here. Loyola Chicago is taking some steam right now in the background here real quick. We've got Loyola Chicago. I can't get behind this team at all. I'm not going with this team, but they did just get steamed here from 5 down to 4, maybe even 3.5. But I'd probably, I don't know, I'd probably like Richmond in that game. I'm going to take Richmond. I'm going to take Richmond, and I'm going to take the under in that one with Richmond and Loyola Chicago. I'm going to parlay it up here on the show right now with Richmond here. Let me see what that line is after the move here. I'm not going with Loyola Chicago. No way. Maybe they played a little bit better here of late, but not really. Right now it is 4 and 146.5. So I'm going to lay 4 with Richmond. I'm going to go under 146.5. Give me a little parlay there in that one between Richmond and Loyola Chicago. You don't have to parlay it. I just giving them out in the same game, SGP style here a little bit with that one. So yeah, I'm going to take the under there with Richmond and Loyola Chicago, and I'm also going to take Richmond on the road. These guys, when Loyola plays these conference games on the weekends, they never get to 100. They don't even get to 140 points half the time. So, especially this year, I'm going to go under in that one. Give me Richmond in the under. All right, some other steam just came in the background as well with Northern Arizona. We already said that steam came in on the over. Now here comes the steam on Northern Arizona. They were a 10-point favorite. It's down to 9 here. It looks like Northern Arizona just took the steam. All right, let's see what you have here with the Raptors and the Wizards. I know some of you kind of been, saying, hey, let's, take some of these points, but it's just not happening, guys. Is it? Give me the under here with the Raptors and the Wizards. I think you guys know what I'm on for the side. So let me go ahead and give the total here. It's already down to what? 226. 226 here. Give me the under here in this one. We get a little bit of injury information on the game coming in right now here with the Raptors and the Wizards. This just in right now. Vukcevic is questionable here. I think he was already, but I don't like his chances getting this lineup for Washington. They've got other injuries too. Riley questionable, Keyshawn George questionable, D'Lo's out indefinitely since coming over. Boston U and American just taking some steam here right now with this one. Steam to the under with BU and American. It was 142.5. We're down to 141 here with BU and American. Steam to the under. This coming in right now. Also, West Virginia just took some steam here in their matchup today with BYU. West Virginia was getting 2.5. It's down to 1.5, maybe 1 here right now. West Virginia taking the steam against this BYU team, which has definitely had a few struggles here of late. I tell you what, I like the under in that game. Give me the under with BYU and West Virginia here. Game number 731, 732. I'm not going to take the side, though, there, but I will take the under BYU and West Virginia. It is 142. It's gone up, 142. All right, I like it. I've got under there, BYU and West Virginia. More steam just seconds ago. Maine. Oh, boy, Maine looked good last time out, didn't they? We were on them, I think, here. Was it here? Tell you what, Maine taking the steam right now. I like the over in that game. Maine was a 1.5 point dog. They're now favored in the game against Binghamton. But I'll tell you what, this game's going over City with these two. You know I love the added board. Here we go. Where is it? Yeah, Maine's a 1.5 point favorite. The total's 132.5. I'm showing 134 here at some of the books now. I'm taking the over for sure with Maine and Binghamton here in college ball. I'm kind of liking this format too, but that's because we only got 4 pro games and the guys are coming up with their previews here. But I'll tell you what, Maine and Binghamton, yeah, I'm going to go over in this one with the Maine Black Bears. All right. Okay, let's see here. Over in that one. I just punched it in there. Punching the bet in over here. Okay. What did I do in this one? I went well, let me make sure I got it right here. Going under Raptors and the Wizards. Let me get your picks. Here we go with Public Enemy is on the Wizards. Greg says Toronto's going to smack down the Wizards here. Yeah, they are. Raptors first half for Blake. Toronto and the over for Greg. And the Wizards don't stand a chance. One more here. We're only going to preview one more, even though, like I said, I'm kind of like the over there. Let me give out the Pelicans and the Jazz over here. Let me punch this one in. We're not previewing it, so might as well do a pick in the game. I guess that is a preview, but we're not going to go through over all the stats because those teams are out of it. But I've got the over with New Orleans and Utah here. I don't want to. I'd probably put this in like a premium, but with two teams that are going nowhere, and it's 245.5 now. I'm just going to make it a free play here on the show. I do think it has a serious chance to get to the. It's in fact 246.5 at DraftKings. Woo! I'll take the over in that one. Okay, Lakers and Warriors are next, and then that's it for the NBA. There was also some steam just came in a moment ago on Hawaii. Just took the steam in their game. I just said I took Fullerton, right? Oh boy, Hawaii just took the steam, and I already took the. Oh boy. I already took Fullerton +2 a second ago, and now Hawaii's back up here. Talk about not being able to time the market. Maybe I don't like this format of just rattling off my punching in bets over here. Hawaii's all the way up to 4. So if you rode with me, I'm sorry. You just missed out on like at least 2 points, maybe 1.5 points. Hawaii just took the steam. Maybe I'll put more on Fullerton there now. All right. Sharks. Okay. What do you got here? Lakers and Warriors tonight. Important game for both teams. Now, Golden State, they are trying to hang on to the playoff spot. Actually, they're in 8th place here. They are 3 games ahead of Portland, 3 games ahead of the Clippers. So, look, they're hanging on, but they're, trying to get Steph healthy here. So, Lakers, meanwhile, they're in 6th place. I think the Lakers are going to hang on to the playoffs, even though it feels like they're going to fall, down to 7th and 8th and be out of there probably in the first round. They'll probably lose. They'll probably fall to 7th or 8th. They'll go up against the Thunder and the Spurs. They'll be done. And then we have to, what are we going to do now if you're a Lakers fan? All right, let's see what you got, though, here with the Lakers tonight. Maybe I'll make the call. Lakers come in having lost 5 of their last 7 games, just covering just one of those. They have won and covered 4 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams overall. Golden State's just 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games. Lakers, I think they're actually favored by more than 3.5 here right now. I don't know if I like the Lakers in this spot. 4.5 and 230. The Warriors aren't in tank mode; they're in survival mode. I mean, this thing's gone up. Oh, man, this thing's gone all the way up here to 230. I was on a show last night. Man, this is high. All right, I don't know if I can. I'm getting scared now. 230, but the open as low as 224 and a half. We're all the way up here. 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Golden State's gone over in 9 of their last 10 at home and 5 of their last 6 overall. So maybe that's part of it. Lakers have lost 3 straight here right now to Boston, Orlando, and Phoenix. They failed to cover in 4 straight. They are 21-14 as a favorite, but it feels like they're falling apart. Even the shorthanded Warriors might be able to handle these guys right now. There are some spots when Lakers come through with flying colors, but Rui Hachimura is doubtful for this game. Steph is out. KP is sick again. He's questionable. Dre is probable. So I'm going to take the Warriors here in this one. Give me the Warriors tonight against the Lakers. I'll take the 4.5 points. All right, let's see here. Blake's on Golden State. Greg Gibson ratings in here, 117-112, Lakers and the under. That's it for the NBA. Thanks, everybody. And we're going to go to hockey next. And then we'll see how many college games we can squeeze in. But like I said, we've got the guys coming up here in 35 minutes or so with our NBA college basketball preview show. You can get 9 plays from me over at winnable.com here right now with my premium picks as well. So hopefully I've given you about 10, 11, 12 plays so far that I'm punching over here as we speak. Let's go to the hockey tonight. This will probably take 30 minutes. Penguins and Rangers. NHL action here for Saturday. This one, 12:37 Eastern, 9:37 Pacific time. Hey, Rangers are at home. Penguins are on the road. You know what to do. You don't need me to coach you up on this one. The Rangers already blew their first game back here against Philadelphia, 3-2. I think they were even winning in that game. The Rangers slide continues here right now. Penguins still playing pretty well and beat New Jersey. First game out of the break here right now. And they got a little something going here with Pittsburgh. You know, the Rangers are in last place. We know that, but Pittsburgh's in second place, doing a pretty good job. And Carolina's in first, but Liverpool here, some goals going on. Hey, if you we have Liverpool as our premium pick over there today over at winnable.com with our I sent out 3 or 4 games in soccer today. Stayed up all night watching the coverage, so I was able to get to some soccer. Okay, real quick, here's some Steam added board. Lemoyne and New Haven. I know you couldn't wait for this one. Lemoyne and New Haven. This one is at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific. First game. Oh, under. Oh, I do like this one, actually. Let's take it. Let's bet it. Steam to the under here, Lemoyne and New Haven. These two teams have been under all season. Lemoyne and New Haven, haven't they? I mean, what are their combined total? It's like way under with these guys. Give me the under in that game with Loyola and New Haven. The Steam just came in under 135. It's down to 134, but I've got the under here with Lemoyne and New Haven. Give me the under there in that one on the morning Steam. The Steam just came in. Also just seconds ago, Alcorn State and Prairie View under. Got some real winners here, as some guy might say. Some real winners here. Alcorn and Prairie View, Steam to the under here in this one. It was 154.5 down to 153, I think, right now. Steam to the under, Alcorn and Prairie View. All right, Pittsburgh and the Rangers here. Teams met back on January 31st. Pittsburgh won it at home, 6-5. Rangers did win at Pittsburgh earlier, but look, the Rangers, this has just been a disaster time and time again. You know, they're 6-15 at home this season, 11-22 as an underdog. Pittsburgh, meanwhile, 16-7 on the road, 14-11 as a favorite. That's what I'm talking about. This is the spot where the Rangers have lost every time. Not only that, they've lost 5 in a row and 7 of their last 8 at home. Pittsburgh's won 5 of their last 6 on the road now. Pittsburgh has lost 8 of the last 12 meetings to the Rangers, but they come in having won 8 of their last 12. Pittsburgh's gone over in 8 of their last 12 overall here right now. And let's see what you got here in this one. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams actually have gone under. Now, let me see what you have here in this. I'm just going to take, I'm going to take Pittsburgh. I don't know if I'm, let's see what you got. Big day on the ice. Pittsburgh for Jordy. Greg's on Pittsburgh. Robert's on Pittsburgh. Blake's on Pittsburgh. I'm pretty much on Pittsburgh here. I'm going to take, everybody's on Pittsburgh. Maybe I should go to the total here. Pittsburgh does trend over, but like I said, of late here, Rangers Pens at MSG have been under in 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two, and Pittsburgh's not. Yeah, I'm going under. You guys are all over Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh in that game. Give me the under here, and this one's my pick on the morning Steam show, but you know what I'm betting here, a little bigger, I think, here in that one. All right, Presbyterian. We got this added board Steam coming in. We gotta go to it. Presbyterian taking the Steam here in their matchup today. Presby was getting Presby getting 9.5. They're down to 8.5 here right now, taking the Steam against Winthrop today. Presby taking the Steam against Winthrop there. All right, and let's see what else we've got here. We got Public Enemy, Rangers Puck Line, though. And I want to say hello to K-Win Bets. What a pleasure it is to have K-Win here. K-Win Bets joining us as a member of the chat All-Stars today. Thank you to K-Win Bets. Next up. All right. Hey, San Diego State's taking some steam right now in their game against New Mexico today. I don't know if I trust San Diego State today in the pit, actually, but they are taking the steam. It was 2.5. It's all the way down to 1 here. San Diego State just took the steam against New Mexico today. I don't trust the Aztecs today, but maybe they'll get it done. Maybe the steam is good here. Okay. Checking the Bundesliga scores over there. Okay, next up. Bruins and Flyers here in this one with the Bruins on the road. The Bruins really do have the Flyers number, and we saw the Flyers actually win their last game here right now. Flyers beat the Rangers 3-2. They came back and beat them, although they lost to Washington their first game back from the break. Boston, meanwhile, beat Columbus at home 4-2. We know Columbus has been sharp, but still Boston was at home in that one. Boston's won 10 of the last 12 meetings against Philadelphia. I know the Sharps are on Philadelphia here. That's fine. But Boston's won 11 of their last 15 coming in. Philadelphia's lost 7 of their last 8 at home and 13 of their last 17 overall. Philly just 1-4 against Boston their last 5 times hosting them here. So I don't know if I want Philadelphia in this game. I'd probably prefer Boston. But as far as the total's concerned here, Boston 23-16 to the over's dog, 16-10 to the over on the road. Philadelphia is 7-11 to the under as a favorite. They've also gone under in 5 straight games, but Boston's gone over in 8 of their last 10 and 6 straight on the road here. So I think it's Swayman and Vladar. Let me fire up the goalie computer at least here just in case. Today, I don't know if I have all these matchups right on such a big card here, but we can at least take a look here and see who's been confirmed so far, at least maybe for these early games. Swayman is likely here for the Bruins. He's 22-12-3, 2.92 goals against, and 90.2 point save percentage. So probably got to think Boston here, but Yeah, I know the sharps are on Philly, man, here in this one, but I got to go with Boston. I'm going with Boston in this one today. Give me the Bruins on the road here as a. Are they really a even money choice? Yeah, there are maybe minus $1.05, but I'm going to take Boston here against Philly. I mean, that it feels like teams going in opposite directions right now to me. Boston, even though Boston lost before the break to Florida and Tampa, I thought they were playing pretty well there. We're seeing some steam here right now. Iowa and Penn State steam to the over in this one. Yeah, you think? It's up to 146 and a half, maybe even 147. Man, that thing could go over. Iowa and Penn State steam to the over right there. Not going to give it out, but does feel like a big time over there. Also, the Texas Longhorns in their matchup today with Texas A&M. I don't know what to think of this game. You'd think a high score, but man, the total is way up there, over 160. Texas taking the steam here. They were 3.5, they're down to 2 or 2.5 here. Texas just took the steam against Texas A&M. Also, Wisconsin just took some steam here a few moments ago. Whiskey is taking the steam right now. Let's see here. All right, Wisconsin's taking the steam. I think I've lost my place, but I don't think I have the number here right now. I think I've misplaced that. Wisconsin just got steamed here, and there's too many games for me. I can't find it here. Here we go. Wisconsin, they are up to 3 in their game against Washington. Wisconsin just took the steam just a few moments ago. They opened 1. They're now 3 against Washington on the road. Wisconsin took the steam. All right, Bruins and Flyers. We got some picks from you here. Greg says 3-2 Flyers. Blake says go under. Public Enemies on the Bruins. All right. All right, I'm on the Bruins. Next up, hey, we're just 30 minutes away from the guys today on the college basketball preview show. So I'm covering some hockey here with Edmonton and San Jose. Next up here, let's see about this goalie situation. Could be asked, who was in there? All right, Oilers and Sharks here in this one. We've seen the Oilers in some. They had that wild game. They scored 8 goals against the Kings. Man, they embarrassed the Kings. Sharks are struggling here a little bit, but man, they're still the most profitable team, tied with Boston, kind of. But let's see, is it Nedeljkovic here possibly today? Maybe a Scarf. We're not sure yet, but I'm taking the Sharks here nonetheless at plus $1.20 or whatever it is right now. Wow, is it $1.60 there with Pittsburgh today, with Edmonton today? Yeah, $1.50, $1.60, and the total has definitely gone up to 7 here today. This one's going through the roof probably. 7 under though, 7 under 25 maybe, but we got another 7 here, folks. A 7 alert. Here, Edmonton scored 8 goals last game, beating LA 8-1. They lost to Anaheim, remember, 6-5. Sharks, meanwhile, did lose their first game back 4-1 to Calgary. They kind of laid an egg at home, so a little bit worried here. But I'm going to take the Sharks. Edmonton here. They're 14-13 on the road, but Sharks are 14-10 at home. I'm going to take the Sharks here in this one over Edmonton today. Give me the Sharks here. I hope they're not done, but I'm going to take them. All right, nothing from the chat. Let me move on. Islanders and Blue Jackets. Oh, man. Look at the Blue Jackets are minus 140. There we go. They're about $1.40, and the total is 6 here in this one. Blue Jackets, We skipped the Devils and the Blues, by the way. See you guys later. Thanks for playing this year. Even though the Devils, they might be breathing still, it doesn't feel like they're going to pass all those teams up. Islanders come in here having already won out of the break 4-3. They're actually on a 3-game winning streak. Columbus lost to Boston 4-2, but remember how hot they were. And Columbus is one of the best favorites in the league. They're 15-4 as a favorite this season. Now the Islanders are terrific. 17-11 on the road, 24-15 as an underdog. So pretty good numbers here overall. Islanders are 12-19 to the under on the road, 17-22 to the under as a dog, although Columbus is 12-7 to the over as a favorite. So the Islanders have been going under as an away dog, but Columbus is just 13-14 to the under at home. All right, let's take a look here, though, a little bit deeper. Islanders have actually won 11 of the last 16 meetings between these two teams. Islanders also have won 6 of 8 coming in. Even though Columbus lost, they were on a 7-game winning streak to close out the first half. They've also won 6 of their last 7 games at home. Columbus has gone under in 4 of their last 5. Islanders have gone under in 5 of their last 6 games on the road here. What is going on with my graphic? There we go.
Critical notice.
Well, I need to make a pick on this. I need to make a pick on this game here with the Islanders and Columbus today. I'm going with Columbus. They're a solid favorite here. This is where they excel right now. Like I said, 15-4 as a favorite. I'll take Columbus in this one. Here we go with you guys. Islanders for Greg. Blue Jackets for Robert. Blake's on the under. R. Tomps is here. On R. Tomps likes the Islanders. Okay. All right, tricky one here, but we're gonna preview if you're in playoff position like the Avalanche. Now look at this price. $350 here. Look, I don't mind what we've seen from the Blackhawks have been, they started off okay, but they're obviously a little bit toast here right now, not getting much done. But still, you are dealing with a 350 spread here, and maybe the Blackhawks can hang in here. I don't know. I'm just going to play the total probably in this one. Look, the Sharps were coming in on Chicago early, and I thought the price was a little high, so maybe I like Chicago on the puck line here. Maybe they can stay within 1 all the way, but I think I'm going to take the under here in this one with Colorado and Chicago. Chicago lost out of the break to Nashville 4-2, but Colorado lost to Minnesota, remember, 5-2. They also beat Utah, though, 4-2 on the road. So one good performance, one not so good. We still know Colorado awesome at home, 21-4 here this season. Chicago 22-33 as an underdog, but I like the under in this game actually between Chicago and Colorado here. It is 6.5. Probably 6.5 flat by now. It's starting to go under a little bit. I will take the under as my pick here on the Morning Steam Show. Give me the under with the Blackhawks and Avalanche. From you guys, we've got Mike could use CBJ. Here's Greg on Colorado, Public Enemy Islanders there. Blake on the under. R. Tomps on the under here. I'm on the under. They're on the under. I'm on the under. Hey, I heard some steam come in here just a moment ago. It's on. More added board action for you guys. Mercyhurst taking the steam. These teams won't be around come next week, some of these teams. Mercyhurst taking the steam here right now in their game against Stonehill. Mercyhurst was getting 1.5. I think they're actually favored here. It might be a pick 'em, but they might be favored by 1 right now. Mercyhurst just took the steam. Steam also came in on the over in that game, as we mentioned. But remember, I wasn't sure that was the right move. All right. Blackhawks and Avalanche there. Okay. Let's go to the next one. But first, steam coming in the background here. Bethune-Cookman. We already talked about the steam there, the total in that game, right? Now, Bethune-Cookman's taking the steam in their matchup. Remember, I said chase the steam on the total. Here comes Bethune-Cookman now with the steam. Look, they were getting 1.5. They're now favored by 1. I like Bethune-Cookman also. I already took the over. Should we do another parlay? I like Bethune-Cookman in that game against Southern. I think Cookman is playing terrific here late in the season. I think they're one of the class of the league right now. So give me Bethune-Cookman in the over. We're going to do a little SGP there in that one. Bethune-Cookman in the under and the over. Bethune-Cookman in the over. Okay, next up. Oh boy, look at this. Sabres and Lightning. Wow. Look, we know the Sabres. We know how great they've been. This is a tough order. Not saying they're going to be going down here. One more. Oh, here's some steam real quick. More added board steam here. Jackson State taking the steam right now. Jackson State taking the steam against Texas Southern. They were 6.5-point dogs. They're now down to 5.5, maybe even 5 here. Jackson State just took the steam against Texas Southern. Okay. So, look, the Sabres, they're looking now at this price. I don't think I think we're going to see some Sabres support. Now, maybe the Lightning, as good as they've been awesome. Does feel like the Lightning maybe number 1 right now. But the Lightning did lose their last game here. They won against Toronto to open up, but then they lost at Carolina. Buffalo, meanwhile, they're 2-0 already. Come on. They've already beaten New Jersey and Florida here. This is the same old Buffalo, man. Yeah, they lost the last 2 games out of the break there, including to Tampa Bay. They lost at Tampa Bay here, 4-3 back on February 3rd. Seems like forever ago, but it was actually just 4 games ago when you factor in the break. Here's real quick, some steam coming in with Gardner-Webb and USC Upstate. Steam to the under here in this one with Gardner-Webb and USC Upstate. It was 152.5. We're down to 150.5 here. Gardner-Webb and USC Upstate. Steam to the under. So it might be hard not to want to take Buffalo here at this price. I mean, come on. They're still playing great. They've won the 2 games. Yes, Tampa Bay is all that. Hey, they lost their last game. I mean, we're not going to, they're a top contender here. Hey, I've got a futures on them. Not as good as some of my others, but Tampa's won, I don't know, they 12 straight at home, 10 straight at whatever it is. They haven't lost at home in practically 2 months if you factor in the break. They've won 6 of their last 7 overall, but Buffalo's won 7 of their last 8 on the road. Buffalo's gone 8-3 in their last 11 overall. Buffalo just 7-13 their last 20 games against Tampa, just 3-10 their last 13 at Tampa Bay. Tampa's gone over in 4 of their last 5 games coming in here right now. The Buffalo price you got to lay a little bit here on the puck line today to get involved here with Buffalo. Right now it is plus 1.5 at minus $1. I think it's all the way up to $1.20. All right. I know the Sharps are laying it here with Tampa. I mean, it's gone all the way up to $2.50 right now. Do they not know about the Buffalo Sabres here? I'm going to take Buffalo on the puck line. Give me Buffalo plus 1.5 at minus 120 today. Give me the Sabres in this one. In the chat, what are they doing? All right. Greg says Tampa in a close one here, 4-3. Andrew K likes the under. You know, Robert's on those Sabres. Art Thomp's on the Sabres. We love the Sabres. Blake's leaning to the Sabres. Public Enemy's on the Sabres here. It's got to be real, right? It's got to be for real. I mean, you know, not Stanley. Let's hope they can win a couple series. Let's do something, Buffalo. All right, next up. We're just 15 minutes away from those guys. I don't know how much college basketball we're going to get to. We can barely get through this. Washington and Montreal here with, is it Lindgren and Montembeau? Here, I thought it was going to be Dobish today, but let's see. Jet Greaves is likely to be in there for CBJ today. For Montreal here, I've got Lindgren and Dobish. I think Dobish is the goalie here. I thought so, yeah. I was on a show last night thinking it was Dobish there. Okay, there we go. You got Montreal here. Favored $1.50 total, 6.5. Montreal, this is a tough game for Montreal. They don't actually do that well against Washington, actually. Washington kind of has their number here of late. Washington's won 6 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams. I'm not saying Montreal's in the tailspin. Yes, they did come back here so far out of the break and lost to the Islanders 4-3 last time out in overtime. But still, they've won 8 of their last 11 at home and 4 of their last 6 overall. Washington, those won 6 of their last 7, even though just 4-12 last 16 on the road. Washington's gone under in 5 straight. But 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Montreal's gone over in 17. Remember when Montreal always was going over there for quite a while? They're still 17-12 to the over at home. I'm taking the over here in this one, even at 6.5 here. It's heavily juiced to the over. It just continues to go up right now. Let me update this. I mean, it's 6/20 at least, if not 6/25 right now. So I think that's the way the betting's coming in. I think people are seeing it the way I am. I'm going with the over here. Probably not much value left, but give me the over in this one with Washington and Montreal. All right. Mike says we can get one more out of the Sabres there. Blake's on the under, or Thompson's on the under, but Public Enemy's going to join me in going over here in this one. All right, I'm speeding it up here a little bit. Detroit taking on the Hurricanes here. Detroit on the road here. Pretty big underdog against, Carolina. But Carolina, pretty hot, actually. They've come in here out of the break with a win over Tampa Bay. It's actually their 4th straight win, dating back before the Olympic break here. Detroit won over Ottawa last time out, 2-1. And they lost to some tough teams here in the break. Detroit still 16-9 straight up on the road. Now Carolina's been awesome, we know that, but I don't know, $1.85 or so. I know this puck line for Detroit's pretty expensive, $1.50, but I might be on them here. I'm going to take Detroit on the puck line today at plus 1.5 minus $1.50. Detroit's 23-9 as a puck line underdog. Remember my baseline there on that in general, right? If you just don't know, I mean, you could look at every team, and good teams it could be a little different than bad teams, but usually 67% for a puck line dog, 33% for a puck line favorite. 23-9 has me on Detroit here. Carolina 19-34 as a puck line favorite. I've got Detroit here plus 1.5 minus 150 as my play here on the show. Taking Detroit. All right, here we go with Robert, I think, likes the over. Public Enemy likes the under. Next up. All right, we are skipping over the Senators and Maple Leafs. My apologies to Maple Leafs fans there. But do you think that they really, I don't know, do you think that they're toast? Do you really think that they can come here out of last place right now and find the playoffs? It was tough, but I had to take a few liberties here, and I'm skipping that game. Flames and Kings. Flames and Kings. We're still not going to make it to the basketball, but we've got a great show coming up here. The Kings are struggling, man. What's going on with this? I'm pretty worried at this point. Kings already coming in here out of the break with a pair of losses to PGK and Edmonton. They just haven't looked good. Calgary actually won their first game over San Jose on the road and actually looked pretty good. And not only that, they kind of own the Kings, unfortunately. Calgary here always dominating these Kings right now. Calgary's won 6 of the last 7 meetings between the two. The Kings have lost 5 straight here. They've lost 7 of their last 8 at home. last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Calgary's gone under in 10 of 15. Kings, they've also gone under in 7 of their last 8 on the road. 4 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone over, but I know it's 5.5 here, but I might just have to take it. I might have to take it under here in this one, but I'm going to take Calgary. Give me Calgary in this one. I'm pretty mad with the Kings right now, and maybe I'm going to bet them out of spite. All right, here we go with, I think, our Tom's under here. Robert's on the under here as well. Maybe that's the way I should have gone. No goal in the first period here, I think is what Robert's saying. These two teams, Calgary's won 4 straight meetings. They played in December. Calgary won it 2-1 here in LA. They're going to be playing again, and Kings just can't figure this team out. I'm going to take Calgary. Predators and Stars here in this one. You got Sarsh and Ottinger here with Dallas. I might be having a little bit of regret. I have Dallas here. Actually, maybe I don't know if I want to double down because I feel like I'm a little worried here actually with the Predators. Maybe here's NJIT taking some steam here real quick. The show's almost over, by the way. NJIT is taking the steam here right now against Bryant. We already said the steam came in on the over. I like NJIT. Give me one more play here. I'm going to take NJIT on the road against Bryant today. They were 2.5. They're up to 4.5. I like them. I'm taking them. Here, let me punch it in. NJIT minus 4. Is it 4.5? Can I find a 4? Gotta find a 4 because the show's almost over. Oh, okay. Oh, 3.5 at Bovada here. 3.5 at Bovada, but it's 4 or 4.5. I'm taking NJIT there in that one. Predators and the Stars here. Like I said, I'm having regret here in this game. Maybe I got to look to the total because I feel like I've blown it here in this one. Let me just say I'm on the Stars here and leave it at that. I like the total. It might actually be a premium, so I might just have to don't back me. I feel like I've made a mistake in that game, but I'm already committed to the Stars here on the airwaves. But man, I feel like I messed that one up. Predators might win that one on the road. Robert likes them. See, Robert likes them. Blake's on the under. Okay, let me do a couple more. There's our Thompson on the under. I'm going to mark that down that you guys are liking the under there. Public Enemy likes the Stars on the puck line. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. I was just going to take it. I took him on the money line on a show last night. Then I got down to, kind of looking at the games again. I was trying to figure out the total a little bit. And I'm like, man, remember when I was on in Nashville and I couldn't stop betting Nashville? And I remember I said, gosh, I kept, whoa, was it? All right. Stars won their first game. What was that? Stars won their first game out of the gate over Seattle. They're hot, so I think I just got caught up in how good they've been playing here. Nashville did beat Chicago 4-2. They got to beat somebody. All right, I'm on the Stars. One more here, and then we're just about out of here. I'll run down some more picks in college basketball. All right, Canucks and the Kraken. The Kraken here, look, the Canucks have been terrible. Now, they did win the first game over San Jose. Great job. Good job here. But Seattle, I feel like Seattle's pretty hungry here. They're on the outside looking in. They need wins right now. Oh, no, they're in 63 points here right now. So they're in, but they got to hang on here right now. And at $1.60, the way this Vancouver team's going right now, they've already lost their first game back so far. So did Seattle. They've lost to Dallas and St. Louis here so far. But we know Vancouver's just been absolutely dreadful here. And I like, the price on Seattle here on the puck line. I know the Sharps are all over Vancouver, but I'm on the Kraken on the puck line here. in this one. Kraken 9-19 to the under at home, 1-5 to the under as a favorite here. I might be on a premium, but give me the Kraken here puck line -1.5 here today. Okay. Let me go down some plays here real quick in college basketball. See if we can get some things going on with you guys here, and tell me what you like in these real quick if you can. And then we'll go. We got 5 minutes left here, 4 minutes left. The guys will be here. They'll probably preview some of these games. So I don't want to step on them too much here, but some of these games are just too good to not at least briefly touch on here right now. Virginia and Duke, the battle for the top spot right now currently in the ACC here between these two. And look, Virginia's been playing great. Why wouldn't they hang in here? I'm going to take Virginia in this one plus the points against Duke today. I don't even think it's 10 anymore. I think it might be 9.5 actually. We're not going to update it. No, it's 10 or 9.5. San Diego State and New Mexico, I already talked about, said I'm worried about this one, but I do like the under here at 148. I can't even stop to find these and correct the lines, you guys, if I'm a little stale here because we got to go. I have the under here with San Diego State and New Mexico, going under here with my Aztecs. Here in this one, it is it's 150 now. Okay, yeah, I like the under there. San Diego State and New Mexico. Next up, Nebraska and USC here with Nebraska, a road favorite right now against SC coming into this one. Chad Baker-Mazara, I believe he's in there. I believe he's in today for USC, so that's got to be a pretty good news. Here for SC. I'm going to peek at the injuries here if I can real quick. Yeah, I think he's in there for sure. And Jashuravicius, he's out for Nebraska still. We know he's going to be out here for a while, right? So, all right, let's see what you got here with Nebraska and USC in this matchup. I might be on the under here actually, but let me see here. Oh, well, the show's about over. I'm running out of time here. Stay tuned for the guys. Next up, right here on Sports Money Network. All right, give me the under here with Nebraska and USC. I'm on the under there in that one. Kansas and Arizona. How about this one? Said that steam came in on the under. I wasn't buying it here, but Arizona 9.5. Koa Pete is ready to go and healthy here. Kansas, they've had some good moments, but then they kind of, started slow, got picked up the pace a little bit here. Maybe they can hang in here in this one, but I'm going to take the under here with Kansas and Arizona. Give me the under there. Alabama and Tennessee here tonight. Steam came in on the over. I'm not buying it here with this one with Alabama and Tennessee here. I'm taking Tennessee, though, -4.5. Give me the Vols here in this one. I'm taking the Vols to win this one and cover. Villanova and St. John's. Can St. John's score over 40 points in this game? I guess they will. I mean, the total's 146 here right now, but I don't think they're going to score 50 or anything like that. They should be able to score a little bit more here today in the matchup against Villanova anyway, and they probably will blow them out, actually. Give me St. John's to roll here, a little bit of revenge over Villanova. Arkansas and Florida in this one. Steam came in on the over here with Arkansas and Florida. Florida may put up a very big number here. I've got the over in this one with Arkansas and Florida. And finally, Gonzaga and St. Mary's. Who you taking? Is St. Mary's going to end up tying it here against Gonzaga? I've got the Zags here in this one. Give me Gonzaga on the road against St. Mary's. That's going to do it for the show. Hey, we don't have time for the drawing, but if you enter the promo code live, L-I-V-E. You're going to get a free subscription for 1 week to my plays over at winnable.com. That's going to do it. Stay tuned for the college basketball preview show for today with Connor Mack.
For cover, that's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.